Hello and welcome back to the Squared Circle with me, David Aloka.
And me, Joe Ojala.
That's right. We are back. Like I told you right now, we're not playing no games. Back to back news hot off the press. It don't matter if it's the smallest clip on Instagram or if it's an Eddie Hearn interview that we're reacting to. Well, Joe, this morning I woke up scrolling the Instagram timeline and I see a post from Lawrence the Source Okolie. Now, tell them what this post looked like and what it says.
Lawrence, the hot sauce, smoky barbecue sauce, Okolie today. He is on smoke. Let me just put my reading glasses on and read that to you. Right. Lawrence Okolie puts out on Instagram around a few hours ago. Although we've had our differences in the past, I like to wish at Dillian Whyte a happy birthday and a peaceful retirement. He's been a great ambassador for the sport and proves being juiced off your tits isn't a recipe for success. It's inspiring to see him leave the sport on a high after his recent pay-per-view shows against Tete and Hammer. I truly believe those are the kind of shows that shaped the landscape of boxing into what it is today and encourage powerhouses like Riyadh Season and TKO to enter boxing. Madness. David, what are your initial thoughts on this, bro?
Brother, my thoughts are when did Lawrence Okolie become Lawrence the Troll? Listen, he is an expert troller. Like, bro, I couldn't believe it when I saw it this morning. I sent it to you straight away. And I was just cracking up because it's actually Dillian Whyte's birthday. That's what makes it even more funny because it's like he actually put up an actual birthday post, and he's like he's done this with Richard Riakporhe, and obviously he's got this feud with Dillian Whyte that he's had for a very 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 long time now. But the banter is actually hilarious, and what I loved is Dillian Whyte was up in the, in the comments as well.
Yeah. Let me get a comment up now. Dillian Whyte said, "Well done, my son. You are learning." And Lawrence Okolie responded with, "You're actually a genius." And you got a little bit of like stirring from Adi Oladipo with the eyes out there, all that stuff on there as well. But bro, Lawrence Okolie, I love it. I love it. I love it. On his birthday as well, that's savagery. Now, I rate Dillian Whyte a lot. Dillian Whyte is one of my favorite fights in the last decade. I used to love Dillian Whyte fight nights. I used to fight everyone. But bro, Dillian Whyte, you got to fight him, bro. You got to give him what he wants and humble him. I can't lie. Okolie's a nice brother as well. I've met Okolie before. Really nice guy. And he's doing the right things. These two, since the Joe Joyce defeat to Hergovic, I can't really see Dillian Whyte fighting Joe Joyce now, but it still could happen. I don't mind that happening for a little pickup, but this is the fight. A lot making the British fans create hype for a fight, and it's all come from Lawrence Okolie. He's been speaking about this for such a long time. I don't know what it is he's got against Dillian Whyte.
Yeah, now I think at this stage now, yeah, there's like some respected like banter going on between the two of them. I think there's like I think genuinely I spoke to Dylan today anyway. He was in good spirits. I spoke to him because it's his birthday today. That I wished him a happy birthday. That I didn't touch too much on 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 that post, but you know what I'm saying? He was cracking me up anyway. I wished him happy birthday, and then he wished me happy birthday back in response. And then I said, bruv, my birthday was last month, but I ain't wishing me happy birthday back.
Well, that's not what I say to
me,
my dad. If I say back to my dad, happy birthday, he goes to me, happy birthday back to you as well. I'm like,
I
come on, man.
said, then they sent me a voice note, just cracking up, bro. Just cracking up at the fact that, you know what I'm saying? The fact that he said that. I think he was an autopilot mode, didn't even know what he was saying, bro. But,
Yeah.
yeah, nah, it was actually hilarious. But this fight needs to go down. Like, I was so sad when I saw, not McGregor, Gallagher, basically saying Joe Gallagher, Lawrence's trainer, saying that that's not the fight that they want. But that's the fight that we want. That's the fight that we want to
Well,
see. We
Lawrence
want to
wants it
see,
as well.
yeah. Lawrence has been talking smack about Dillian Whyte since Lawrence was a cruiserweight many years ago. I think pre-COVID. So this fight is one that's been in the works in the making, and I think both of these fighters would absolutely love it. And I think we would get absolute entertainment, yeah, from the entire build up.
Do you know what? You are right, but I sense a reluctance from Dillian Whyte about winning that fight for some reason. Um, I don't think it's because of him being worried about Okolie. I think Dillian Whyte will be confident against anyone. I feel like it's more of the fact of Dillian Whyte is probably trying to chase the Riyadh season events. You know, right now, if Dillian Whyte never took that big break, if the PEDs never happened, like he might have been given the opportunities at the same level of a Caballero, Zhang, even Joseph Parker type level, right? And I think Dillian Whyte feels that, and it feels like to me that he's trying to make back lost time. Now, does a fight with Lawrence Okolie help you elevate towards those steps? I think it does, because I think it's going to be a very, I suppose, volatile build up if these two fighters being built together, agree a fight together. Um, because even when they're not fighting, they're sending shots at each other. Even in press conferences, they're talking about how they want to fight each other as well. So it would help help the eyes of like Riyadh season, etc. But I don't think Dylan's on it, bro. I don't know. That's my opinion on it.
But I don't know why you don't think Dylan's on it. Dylan's on it, man. Dylan's on it. Dylan's on that work, bro. Dylan's on it. I know what you're trying to say with regards
Yeah,
to the Riyadh season thing. Yeah, of course, everybody wants to be on Riyadh season. That's everybody. That's every fighter. Every fighter wants to be on Riyadh season. Every fighter feels like they would have been on there, or they could have been on there, they should have been on there. Doesn't matter if it's Dylan White or we're talking Joe Cordina. Look, the truth of the matter is, right? This is a big fight, a massive fight. Dylan White has always been down to fight. Dylan White isn't just out here chasing Riyadh season. Remember, Dylan White was also chasing Derek Chisora for the third fight, and that's not a Riyadh season fight. Dillian White wants all the smoke. He is Mr. Smoke, Mr. Maximum Violence, and I think he is fully down for this work. I think that's one of the reasons why he said that, well done, my son, you're learning. Because at the end of the day, he's saying in the sense of, yeah, build this thing, yeah, come with the banter, because that elevates and creates this scenario. And I see some comments in there, some saying, can we see this fight on the Wardley Big Baby Miller card? But I don't think Dylan White is going to fight,
the main event.
secondary to his protege. And at the same time, the fight is big enough to be a main event fight itself at the O2. So I think, or in Manchester, because they love taking fights up there now. I think Dylan White and Lawrence Okolie's would be sensational, man. The build up will just be mouth watering.
100%. And with Dillian Wyatt, we both know he's on smoke, yeah, because there's the receipts are there. You see mandatory for I don't even know. It was like what was this a stupid amount of days? I don't even remember, but I know it was ridiculous, right? He was taking risky fight after risky fight after risky fight, right? So we know Dillian Wyatt, he doesn't avoid anybody. Like I was saying, the reason why I think the reluctance is there, it's just I think he just wants an
There's no
international.
reluctance, bro. There's no reluctance, man.
So I
There's
think
no
there's a
reluctance.
bigger
There's
fight.
no reluctance, man. Dylan White was about to fight Joe Joyce, man. There was nothing. There was nothing in that. That this
Yeah,
fight is bigger than the Joe Joyce fight. There's no reluctance from Dylan White. I ain't saying that as his boy, as a Brixton boy. I ain't saying that as anything, but he was about to fight Joe Joyce. If he was down to fight Joe Joyce, Lawrence Okolie is a bigger fight than Joe Joyce. He'd be
is
down to do that. So as for
outside.
me, you
I
know what
can
I'm
see.
saying?
I see.
I'm going to draw a line under that halfway. But we also saw something else going down today on Instagram as well, Joe. Tell us. What do we
Yeah, a
see?
lot of Instagram content today, isn't it? To be fair, another heavyweight, a former Tyson Fury, on the bag today. He was on a run yesterday with his brothers, Tommy Fury, Roman Fury as well. It looks like he's keeping himself well and fit. Now, we know Tyson Fury has said in the past that he likes to keep himself fit. He likes to exercise, I think, 6 days a week or something, or every day, whatever the quote was, right? But look, him hitting the bag, he knows what he's doing there. He knows what he's doing there. He's trying to tease the fans, say, look, although I'm retired, don't forget about me. What was your initial thoughts on him hitting the bag?
Yeah, just that, just the psychological games, isn't it? He knows, part of it is he's probably hitting the bag on a regular basis, on a daily basis. I don't think he's not hitting the bag, but I think he also knows what putting up a video of him hitting the bag means. You know what I'm saying? That's the funniest thing about it. He knows what it will mean in the eyes and the minds of those. You know what I'm saying? Especially that you got AJ out here in Nigeria training, going running out here on a day to day basis. He's got his trainers with him as well. A couple of trainers of his strength and conditioning and some of his good trainers like Cena up with him. I think I think he knows what he's doing here.
100%. I think he returns for the big paycheck, for a big paycheck, and I think there's only one fight he'll return for. I'll be absolutely shocked if he takes a lower level fight. You know what I mean? As a lower level, not low level, rather than lower publicized fight, rather. Um,
I can see
I'll be
it. I can
shocked.
see it as well. Still, that's
But I
you
can
got to
see that.
understand. Tyson does Tyson things. Tyson does. Don't listen. Don't be surprised by anything
By
with
the
with
way,
with with Tyson Fury.
yeah, shocked was the wrong word. No, I wouldn't be shocked. I'll be flabbergasted why he would do something like that when there was one fight next, the only fight. Leave it as that. But I wouldn't be surprised actually if I wouldn't be surprised if he takes like a Zhang. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes a Zhang or something and
He
goes to Manchester
he
Arena.
might take a Joe Joyce. He might he's like
Yeah.
Tyson Fury could sell it. He will come back and say, "I want to do one back at home for my people. Yeah, I want to do one back in Morecambe." Look, he could do something like that. Like when you got to
Mm.
remember Tyson Fury's earlier comeback fights were against nobodies. And the truth of the matter is, like Tyson is he's just that guy. You have no idea. Expect the unexpected.
Yeah, but it's got to be the AJ fight. Do you think there's interest in the AJ fight? Because a lot of people feel like the hype's
Joe,
gone.
what kind of question are you asking, bro? What
I
are you
I
talking
know
about?
I know it's a
Who's a lot
ridiculous.
of people? Who is them?
Because
Who are they? Who are
I've been
they and what rock are they living under? Go listen,
I've been
that's
on
not even
TikTok, yeah.
bro, that's not don't the
Hey,
TikTokers don't know what's
I've been
going
on
on.
TikTok. I've been on
Nah.
TikTok, yeah, and I've had probably like 300 people on a live once, yeah, in late at night, and they've all said, not all of them say, but a lot of them have said, "Do we want to see that fight?" And every day when I'm on live, I usually ask that question. People be like,
Yeah,
"I
but
don't
they're
really want."
lying, bro. They'll all watch it. They're
I
lying.
agree.
They'll all
I
watch it. They
agree.
all want to
Everyone
see
got
it,
the
bro.
pay-per-view.
They do. Yeah, of course, it's lost its luster. It's not the same way that it would have been back when it was supposed to be have been made many years back. But
Hmm,
when we had champion after champion, when we had it could have been possibly done for undisputed. But listen,
yeah.
yeah, don't let the TikTokers get you, bro. They will all
They
salivate
don't,
at the
I think,
mouth
I
if
think, I
that fight
think
gets
they're
made,
absolutely
and they
waffling.
will all watch it. They will all watch it.
The
You know what
thing
I'm
is,
saying?
it's a different
All of
type
them.
of fight. It's the Battle of Britain. Yeah, it's a legacy fight. Arguably, the winner of this fight will be remembered for this fight than the Usyk else. Then,
Yep.
like, for the next 20, 30, 40 years' time, everyone's going to look at that and be like, yeah, AJ, that was the man who beat Tyson
It's
Fury.
it
You know what I
doesn't
mean?
it doesn't matter that AJ lost to Daniel Dubois. The truth of the
Mm,
matter is, this fight will be who's the best in Britain. That's what it will be dubbed as. That's what it will be regarded as. It wouldn't matter about all those other things. It'll be like who was the best in this era from this country, and
mm.
that's the way in which it will go down. And it's funny
Yeah,
because AJ is not actually technically in the same era as Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is in the same era as Derek
David
Chisora,
Haye,
because Tyson Fury
yeah.
entered the professional circuit way earlier than AJ did. But
Mm.
for the purpose of the argument, that's exactly what that fight's going to prove.
100%, and I hope we see it. Do you think we see a Wembley fight with them two, or is it Riyadh, or both?
Nah, it's got to be a Wembley fight, man.
It's
It's
got to
got to
be
be
in
a
it.
Wembley fight. This is if that fight happens, it's a legacy fight. It's a fight. It's a fight that's got to happen in Wembley, and I hope if the money isn't money, and I hope the Ring Magazine take it from that perspective, and just make it happen. You know, but
100.
guys, that's what we got time for. Let us know if you think we're going to see that fight, if that fight's actually going to be made, what you think of Tyson Fury hitting the bag. And let us know if you'd be interested in seeing Dillian Whyte versus Lawrence, the hot sauce Okolie. In the
What?
words of Mr. Ojala. I've been David Aloka.
I've been Joe Ojala.
You've been watching The Squared Circle, and we'll see you again next time.
Have a good one, guys. Peace out.